Are you looking for the best plasma cutter? In this video we will look at some of the 5 best plasma cutter on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description, so make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Starting at number 1. Lotus LTP-5000D Plasma Cutter. The Lotus LTP-5000D is one of the most popular home plasma cutters on the market, and rightly so. For the price, it provides excellent value. It's dual voltage and rated to deliver 50 amps of cutting current, enough to sever 3/4 inch thick steel. If you need more power, consider the LPT-5500D, an upgraded version of the LPT-5000D. The LTP-5000D has a pilot arc, which allows you to start the arc without touching the base metal. This is an attractive feature found on higher-end machines. Seeing this on an affordable machine like the LTP-5000D is a bonus. Full LTP-500D review here. The included torch has no third-party alternatives, so you'll buy your consumables through Lotus. Also, the torch and ground clamp aren't high quality, so they can't take much abuse before breaking. This isn't a big deal for homeowners, but you might want to look toward the higher-end machines for a shop environment. The build quality isn't up to the standards of Hypertherm or Miller, but it's decent for machines at this price point. Also, these cheaper machines often don't deliver the rated output, and the LTP-5000D is no expectation. It claims a 50 amp output but doesn't cut 1/2 inch plates as well as the Hypertherm PowerMax 30XP, which delivers a full 30 amps of output. At number 2. Yeswelder CUT-55DS PRO. If you only have $300 to spend on a plasma cutter, the Yeswelder CUT-55DS PRO is a good option. For a low-cost machine, the CUT-55DS PRO has the features and power you expect on more expensive plasma cutters. The pilot arc makes arc starting easier and allows you to cut materials such as screens, expanded metal, or rusty material. The air filter and water trap are nice features of the CUT-55DS PRO. They protect the internal components of the machine as well as the torch consumables. This dual voltage machine has 55 amps of output, which claims to cut 25/64 plates cleanly and sever up to 25/32 plates. Compared to more expensive machines on this list, the CUT-55DS PRO has good capability at a much lower cost. This machine's downside is that the build quality is what you'd expect from an offshore and off-brand plasma cutter. Don't expect this to stand up to the rigors of a busy fab shop, but the CUT-55DS PRO will do a fine job for home garage use. At number 3. Eastwood Versa Cut-60. The Eastwood Versa Cut-60 has a ton of power and boasts that it can cut up to 7/8 inch thick steel cleanly. This dual voltage machine has enough power to cut any 1/2 inch thick plate you put in front of it like a hot knife through butter. This comes with a downside. To get the full use out of this cutter at 240V, you'll need a 50 amp breaker, which most homeowners won't have. If you're a homeowner who doesn't need a lot of power, you should look at the Versa Cut-40, which will cut up to 3/8 inch thick steel. While this machine will produce a clean cut on 7/8 inch steel, the manufacturer doesn't list the severance thickness. The machine has a pilot arc, meaning you can cut easily through mesh, expanded metal, or rusty material. 2T/4T capability makes performing longer cuts easier, and the high duty cycle allows you to cut for longer than other machines. Since this machine has a high frequency start, you can't connect it to a CNC plasma table, which isn't an issue for most homeowners. At number 4. PRIMEWELD CUT-60. The PRIMEWELD CUT-60 isn't the best choice for most homeowners. This plasma cutter requires the installation of a 50 amp breaker for 240V and a 30 amp breaker for 120V. These breaker configurations would need an electrician to install them in most North American homes. But if you're running a fabrication shop and need a machine you can plug into a CNC table, the CUT-60 is a decent option. The CUT-60 cleanly cuts 3/4 inch steel, delivering very close to the rated output of 60 amps. The CUT-60 is compatible with CNC tables and has the power and duty cycle to do whatever cutting you need. This plasma cutter is also very effective for cutting by hand and is light enough to take anywhere in the shop. The CUT-60 also has 2T/4T functions along with a pilot arc, which are great features you would see on more expensive machines. Full CUT-60 review here. At number 5. Klutch PFC 700 Plasma Cutter. When you're looking for a plasma cutter, you want your dollars to go as far as possible while still giving you a good quality product. To this end, the Klutch PFC 700 is an excellent value for the money. Klutch is a brand of welding machines owned by Northern Tool, a family-owned company operated out of the USA. Northern Tools produces machines far superior to the off-brand Chinese machines on Amazon. Their products are mid-range and offer great value to the consumer. The PFC 700 is dual voltage and delivers 45 amps of output current, enough to cleanly cut 11/16 thick steel and sever up to 7/8 thick. As with most machines in this price range, you can trust that the PFC 700 gives you the full rated amperage, making cuts cleaner and easier. You also get power factor correction, which increases the cutting performance. The machine also has a pilot arc, making arc starting on dirty or rusty material easier. The only downsides are that this machine is a bit heavier than others on the list, and you may have trouble finding third-party consumables for the torch.